I have a favor. Are you busy right now?
I'm busy. What's up?
Can you go get Tylenol on your way home? The big brother has a fever. He's sleeping so I can't leave the house.
Sorry, I can't. I'm going to be late again today. Why don't you just go to the pharmacy? You can leave the house for a little bit. Oh, you don't have to make my dinner.
Didn't you say this morning that you were going to finish early today?
I had to change my plan. It's work, can't be helped.
I understand, but aren't you worried about your son? He has a fever. Besides, don't you think it'd be a disaster if your father catches his cold?
Huh? It's just your fault for not taking a good care of the family. What do you think I'm letting you be a housewife for? You're supposed to take care of the kids so they don't get a fever.
I quit my job because you asked me to take care of your father. I'm not a housewife because I want to. Have you forgotten?
Can you make more money than me? It's more efficient for me to focus on my job than for you to make pennies. And if I have to take care of the house, it makes no sense. Can't you even understand that?
That's not what I'm saying. I'm not talking about money. I'm just saying maybe you could take some time to think about your family. The kids are going to forget you. Don't you love your children?
Who's taking care of you guys? If I collapse, we all collapse. Do you understand that? Think about the reality.
I understand and I'm grateful. But I wish you'd take time to focus on your family once in a while. I wish I had more time to talk with you. You leave me taking care of your father. He's paralyzed and can't move, but his brain is still working. You should talk to him once in a while.
I told you, I'm busy. I don't have time to deal with old man.
He takes it out on me when the kids cry. Lately, he's even started taking it out on them too. If you could say something to him, I think he would understand a little better. Also, I'm thinking about taking him to a nursery home.
What? You're going to put my parent in a nursery home? You're a home wife, right? What are you staying home for? You're supposed to take care of everything in the house perfectly. You want to cut corners?
I'm not saying like that, but there are cases where a professional would make both of us happier than an amateur caregiver. I just thought it would be better for him. Anyway, your son has a fever. I'd like to take him to the doctor if possible. He's got a high fever and he's suffering. I don't have time to deal with your father's selfishness. Please come home as soon as you can and help me.
I can't. He'll be okay in the morning. You're overreacting. Which is more important if you compare it to my work? If you don't take care of my dad, you'll get in trouble. If you really want to put him in a nursery home, use your savings to pay for it.
Huh? Why would you say that?
You're so picky. Anyway, I still have to work. Take out my suit for tomorrow. And my shoes were dirty yesterday, so polish them up. It's your job to make sure your husband looks good. Make sure you do your job. I'll turn my phone off. Don't call me.
Understood. I was exhausted from taking care of my father-in-law and raising children perfectly all by myself. But now that they are in elementary school, their body is getting stronger and stronger, and recently it has been a little easier for me to handle them. Except for taking care of the father-in-law, it was just when I thought that I had to start thinking about my future. I'm sorry for contacting you suddenly. Are you Mr. Kyle's wife, Emma? Yes, that's right. Who are you? I'm your husband's agent. An agent? What agent? Yes, my name is Ashley Stone. I'm a lawyer. A lawyer? Why does a lawyer need me? Mr. Kyle, your husband wishes to divorce you. What? You suddenly reached me and what are you saying? Well, please listen until the end. The reasons for divorce are economic abuse and moral harassment. Economic abuse and moral harassment? Huh? Aren't you talking to a wrong person? I have no idea at all. This is rude. The husband works and the wife takes care of the house. If the couple agrees to each other, there is no problem at all. However, you make Mr. Kyle put all the salary he earns into the house budget, and you give him an allowance of $100 a month. Other expenses are almost unacceptable, and he can't choose to wear a tie or a pair of socks. Don't you think this is economic abuse?
There is a reason for that. It's true that if you only look at the cash, it's not much, but he uses his other credit cards freely.
You bring up your father-in-law's care and childcare and deny his efforts. You tell him to go earn money and force him to work excessively while you don't. Are you thinking that domestic violence and harassment are committed by men against women? You're being lazy and spending your time at home, but you force your husband to work hard. Your words and actions constitute harassment.
Wait, I'm not harassing him.
I have proof. If he sues you, you'll have to get divorced. You'll have to send your children to children's home. Mr. Kyle says that if you sign the papers, he won't ask for anything. What do you think?
No way. What proof do you have? I haven't done anything wrong and I have no idea what you're talking about. Let me talk to my husband.
I'm sorry, but I would appreciate it if you could talk to him through me. I'm his lawyer.
Can you tell me your license number?
Oh, right. It has been on the news recently. How to spot a fake lawyer. Of course you don't want to be scammed. Sure, if you need it, then I'll give you my license number. You can look into it and feel comfortable.
Thank you.
Whenever you feel more comfortable, please give me a call. I look forward to hearing from you.
I looked into the number and it appears that she is indeed an official lawyer. You call this a bolt from the blue. I didn't know what to do and I wanted to go crazy, but it happened all of a sudden. Hey, my ex-wife, how are you? How have you been? What do you want? I don't even want to talk to you. Now we're officially divorced. The thought of finally being free from a boring person makes me so happy. I just wondered how you're feeling right now. You think I feel good? Of course not. It's your fault. You looked better when we first got married, but now you've become a boring old hag. You don't respect my parents. You're rebellious against me, and I don't want you as a woman or a wife. Only if you had some of your femininity left. I'm upset. I don't care anymore. We're over. Leave me alone. Now that I divorced you, I'm remarrying my young lawyer girlfriend. Well, since you signed the papers, I won't ask you anything. Good job. I'll leave you alone. I'm glad we got divorced by agreement. I'm more concerned about how I'm going to live with my 2 kids from tomorrow. I don't think you'll be able to find a decent job after being a housewife for so long. You can't even be a stripper if you're old. Compared to you, Ashley is different. She's younger than you, she's smarter than you, and she's a good woman who works hard. I don't have to worry about financial abuse. Ashley is a lawyer, right? You two seem to be very close. Yeah, I'm getting remarried. What? Remarry? To that lawyer? That's disgusting. Yeah, I don't care. I can choose who I remarry to. Unlike women, men can remarry right away. She seemed to want to take some time off, but it's better for women to get married early, you know. I want to be with her too. I'm surprised, but I expected it. Huh? What? You took the wrong move at the end, you stupid. Huh? Nothing. Good luck. I don't want to say this, but you surprisingly look good, so I don't think the girls will leave you alone. What do you mean surprisingly? I make good money too. Right. Well, I hope I never see you again. Take care. Yeah, bye.
Long time no see, Miss Emma. Do you remember me?
Oh, the lawyer from back then. Long time no see. What can I do for you? I'm sure I don't have to talk to you anymore.
I'd like to ask you a few questions. What did you do to him?
What did I do to him? What do you mean? What is it all of a sudden?
He had always been so calm, so handsome, but now he's wearing a shabby suit and a mismatched tie, and his shirt is wrinkled and has a dirty collar. What is this?
And he has terrible taste?
Yes, I'm surprised. I knew it was you.
No, that's his original taste. I was like, I can't even shut my mouth. I had to at least dress him for work, let alone in daily wear.
But he won't listen to me no matter what I say.
I'm sure that's true. I had to force him to decide what he was going to wear in the morning. I had to decide from head to toe. Most of the clothes were semi-custom made because he's tall. His ties and shoes were expensive, but they get ruined very easily, so I had to take good care of them. He looks like mature, but he needs a lot of help.
Where did that wonderful Kyle go?
Thank you, that was my work. From now on, please do your best so that you can create a wonderful man. You got married, right? Congratulations. I wish you all the best.
Are you trying to get back at me?
Of course not.
Let me tell you, Kyle and I did not have the kind of relationship you think we had. We only started dating after you guys got divorced.
That can't be true. Kyle told me that the day he filed for divorce, he said he'd marry you. He wouldn't say such a thing if you weren't even dating. You're a lawyer, right? Don't lie to me.
You have proof?
What?
Do you have any proof that Kyle and I were dating?
You are indeed a lawyer. You are so calm. I have no proof.
Then you won't win in court.
I don't care about court. I'm not even thinking about it.
What?
The only thing you can get from winning in court is money. As long as I get affidavit that states the reason for the divorce and proves that it's not my fault, there's no problem.
That's true, but Emma, are you okay? Aren't you pretending to be fine? Let's say that I had an affair with your husband and as a result I took him away from you. Wouldn't you hate me?
Not at all.
What?
Not at all. I would rather appreciate you. I do have 2 children, and I sometimes worried about what we are going to do now that we have lost their father. However, I have finished paying for the student insurance for both children from my husband's savings, and I have finished the car loan and the house loan. He said he needed the car and the house, so I received the property division in cash, and I got the custody of the children. Child support will be deducted from his paycheck, and if he fails to pay it, his accounts will be suspended. I have no problem with that. I think I can raise my children.
He has a high income, so wasn't it regrettable to let him go? It would have been a great loss for you and your children. Aren't you pretending to be fine?
You want me to pretend? I'm really not playing anything. Besides what I just said, my husband has placed his parent in an expensive nursing home. He said he would put him in a nursing home and live with you as newlyweds. Such a happy guy, isn't he? I really don't think he has cash right now. And you don't have any money either, right?
Huh? What's it all of a sudden?
The internet is so convenient nowadays. If you know the name and the license number, you can find out all kinds of things, even information on disciplinary actions.
What? What are you talking about?
You've been suspended by the Bar Association for 6 months.
What the hell? Don't be rude. That is a contempt.
Your income has been suspended for 6 months, and since you abandoned your clients, you've lost your trust. You are a lawyer and a sole proprietor at the same time. Trust comes first, right? It must be tough when you don't have a job.
Where did you hear such bullshit? A lawyer is an agent of justice. I don't put profits first. Don't say such bullshit.
Profit doesn't come first. You were punished because you used a deposit from your client to yourself, right? Doesn't that mean you wanted to make a profit?
I didn't use it. It's a misunderstanding. I diverted it into another matter, but I gave it back to him. This is what everyone does. There are just some people who make a big fuss about it.
If you use it without telling your client, of course that's not acceptable. And what's more, when we were going through our divorce, your business was suspended, right? Is it okay to work under the name of a lawyer? Isn't that illegal?
I was just helping my friend with my legal knowledge.
Isn't that unreasonable? In fact, when you first contacted me, you named yourself as a lawyer and you provided me your license number.
A number could be random, you idiot.
Are you a fake lawyer if you don't know what a license number is? There are many good lawyers, but I hear that the number of lawyers who can study but have problems is increasing. I have to be careful when I hire a lawyer. I heard there are some scams too.
How can you say that? It's a misunderstanding.
Anyway, right now, Kyle only has his house and car as his property, and you don't seem to have any money either. I know you're having a hard time making a living, but good luck.
Don't worry, money is just something you can earn again, and if we have love, we can make it work. We will be happy together.
That's fine. By the way, everyone around him knows the truth, so there's no use pretending to be a good wife.
Everyone? Who's everyone?
Not only his relatives, but also his boss, colleagues, and some of his clients. Rumors seem to be spreading from everywhere. I don't know how far it has spread.
Why? Why would it happen? You spread it, didn't you?
On behalf of my husband who does nothing, I was the one who gave them seasonal greetings. Some of the wives are my personal friends. When I needed help, they were very kind to me as friends. I'm glad I was a good housewife. Besides, telling them what happened is necessary, isn't it?
Why would you do that?
Why? It's because you made up an abuse or moral harassment story that doesn't exist. I do have a little pride too. The evidence of abuse was a bullshit diary written by Kyle, wasn't it? That was horrible. I keep a parenting diary that also can be used as a household account book. You would have lost if we went to court.
Then why didn't you go to court?
I wanted to get rid of him as soon as possible. If the trial had taken long and he had started to argue for the divorce, it would have been a big problem. It would definitely be better to leave when he was ready to divorce me. That's how I decided. I think it was the right decision.
You're pretending to be like that again? Why don't you just honestly say you're frustrated and you hate him? That's why he left you. If you say you were able to discipline him, then I could do it too. It'll be too late if you regret.
Fine. I swear that will never happen. Then good luck. Hope you do your best. Hey, how are you?
Who are you?
It's me, Kyle. You haven't forgotten me, have you?
I was wondering which Kyle you are, the ex-husband Kyle. I forgot about you.
It seems like you're doing well.
I'm fine. What can I do for you?
There's nothing to talk about with you. Hey, why don't we start over?
Huh? What's with you all of a sudden? Are you crazy? What happened to Ashley?
I don't know, she left.
What? She left? I don't understand.
She tells me to do this and that, but she can't do anything by herself. You know what? She claims to be a lawyer, but she only makes $30,000 a year. I've been tricked.
Maybe you're about the same as her. I guess it's both your faults.
What? What did you say? Don't get cocky.
I heard you lost a lot of work.
How did you know?
I don't think it's $30,000, but I've heard a lot about you. Rumors of a man who left his wife for a young mistress. It must be tough for a sales who deals with many women and families to be the subject of such rumors. Even though it's true, I feel sorry for you.
It's her fault. She was a useless woman. Dad says you were better than her. Aren't you happy?
No way. You want to start over? Hell no. I'd rather you stay away from us.
Don't say like that. The kids can at least take care of their grandpa now. It would be SCL for the kids to get in touch with him. I think it will be useful for their future.
I can't even imagine being in touch with an old man who yells and curses and throws things at you when he's in a bad mood. And you put him in a nursing home, didn't you? There's no need to take care of him, right?
No, it cost a lot of money and he caused problems, so he came back to my house.
What? That's tough. No wonder she left. I understand how she feels. A middle-aged man with no money and his parents to be taken care of?
I'm sorry. I apologize again. Please come back.
Of course not. Don't be silly.
I'm not kidding. Look, I'm in trouble. I need your help.
I told you too that I needed your help. What did you say to me back then? Don't tell me you forgot. I can't. I thought I should leave at least his number since he's the father of my children even though he's like that. But I decided to cut him off because he seemed to be doing nothing but causing trouble. I thought it was the best for my children. I am busy raising my 2 children, sometimes with the help of my parents, but I am managing it. I am a housewife, but if I work outside the home, I can be a housekeeper and they appreciate me. I am grateful for the experience I had. I was blessed with a good employer, and compared to the time I spent being treated like a slave by my ex-husband and ex-father-in-law, it's like heaven. Housewifery is a profound thing. My current hobby is to teach my children minimal housework happily so that they don't end up like my ex-husband. Hey, Steve. We're going to meet my parents to tell them about the wedding and you're suddenly gone? Something urgent? Are you so nervous that you got a stomachache? What's wrong?
No, no, that's my word. Give me a break.
What do you mean? Did I do something?
Huh? How can you play dumb after showing me something like that? I can't believe you don't notice anything.
Huh? Wait a minute. I have no idea what you're talking about. Stop laughing and tell me what you didn't like.
How can you not understand? I seriously cringed.
If I did something, I'm sorry, but I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, you're fine. It's so normal for you that you don't even notice. Then let me tell you. I left because it was too old and I cringed.
Old? Are you talking about my parents' house? Are you saying that my parents' house is so old that you cringed and left?
That's right. You don't understand unless I tell you every single time. I knew if you grow up in such a shabby house, your imagination becomes shabby and you lose the sense of a normal human.
It's true that my parents' house is old because my grandpa also lived there when he was young. But that doesn't mean you can talk like that. And you're gone for that reason?
I'm telling you, it might be nothing for you, but it's a matter of life and death for me. I don't want to be in that old house, and of course I don't want to become your family. It's over. No marriage.
What are you saying? What's wrong with you, Steve?
It's easy. If people see that house, they'll want to go home. I don't know how you live in that old house. It's about to collapse. I mean, it looks completely abandoned.
It's true that the house is old, and some parts are falling apart, but leading it to break off an engagement? That's crazy.
You're the one who's crazy.
I'm serious.
You know, I'm the CEO. Have you forgotten my position? It's too embarrassing to have a woman who is poor and lives in a shabby house as my wife. I can't introduce such women in high society. People would think I'm not a good judge of character, and it would be bad for my public image. Above all, it's hard to be a part of a poor family. They're definitely going to bum off.
Why do you say such terrible things? It's a precious house with lots of memories. Besides, it's not like my family is poor.
Huh? You guys are absolutely poor. You live in a shabby house. Rich people live in a much nicer houses. We, the rich people, value our private time. That's why I can't stand to live in a house like this.
I'm saying we're not poor.
Whatever you say, it was shabby. Which means you're poor. It's no use lying to me. Understood? That's how it is, period.
It's true you're the president's son, and now you are the president. I can understand that my parents' house looks old, but you're breaking off an engagement just because of that? That's insane.
It means that the world you and I live in is different. You approached me because you thought you could get rich, right? Live in a beautiful house, have luxuries beyond your level, make me support your parents. Poor people can't earn enough even though you work hard, you know. You were dreaming of what you would do when you could spend my money, huh? I knew it. You poor people are so nasty.
I wasn't planning like that.
Well, this is the reality. It's no use trying hard to hold them back. The moment I realized you wanted my money, I cringed. I'll have to say goodbye to the poor lady who dreamed of being rich.
How can you say such a terrible thing? You really suck.
I can't help you. Why don't you look in the mirror and say that instead of telling me? Well, I'm sorry you couldn't get rich. I think it's a good idea to rebuild your parents' house before you find a new guy. It may be tough with your meager income, but good luck.
Stop it. Just because my parents' house is old, don't assume I'm trying to use you to get rich, or I'm poor and tell me terrible things. I'm glad I found out you were such a jerk before we got married. I don't want to marry you.
You're upset because I found out you were trying to use my money? I'm not the one who is horrible. You're the one who's crazy. I'm acting normal.
That's not true. I don't think I could have made it work if I had married you. Maybe it's a good thing we end here.
How could you say that to me? After being upset, now you admit the fact? Why don't you complain to your parents who live in such an old house? Well, before you complain, you should fix the house. I don't think poor people have that kind of money, though.
It's none of your business.
You're a stranger now, so don't mess with me.
Whatever. You poor bastard. You should regret for being abandoned. Don't make me pissed. You'll see. Hey, how are you? Poor girl who failed to become rich. You're too poor that you had to sell your phone.
What is it? You're annoying.
Oh, you haven't sold it, even though you're poor? Well, I'm sure you're going to be selling it soon. I'm glad I got in touch with you before that.
Shut up. We've already called off the engagement, so don't reach me. I'll block you if you have nothing to tell me.
Don't say like that. You poor people are so small-minded. I was just trying to tease you a little. Don't get so angry. I just wanted to know what kind of poor life you're spending.
Huh? By the way, I heard that you started dating some company president's daughter right after you broke up with me.
Hey, how do you know that? Well, that's none of your business anymore.
That rumor seems to be all over. I just happened to hear it from a friend.
A rumor that a poor woman failed to become rich? I've heard that poor people and country folks can't afford to spend money on entertainment, so all they do is gossip, huh? You guys knew about us so quickly, so your friend is also poor?
Don't insult my friends. My friend who thought we were still together just happened to see you guys. She called me to ask if you were cheating.
What a nuisance. Well, she's right.
So you were dating her before you broke up with me?
Yep.
How dare you? You're making me angry again. That's why you broke off the engagement so suddenly? Because you had someone else after me?
Oh, come on, don't get mad. If you're going to be upset about yourself being so poor.
I'm glad my friend told me. Just you wait.
I don't know what you poor people are talking about. Hey, poor lady.
What now? You came to tease me again? Fine. I have something to tell you.
What is it? You want me to give you money? I'm the president of the company, and the living expense for a poor person is like a penny for me, or rather, it's not much to throw away. I don't have any money to give to a poor woman who wants to be a millionaire, though.
You can speak like that for now. You're going to have a hard time earning even that small amount of money from now on.
What do you mean?
Your client, Tube Company, is going to terminate the contract with your company.
What are you talking about? Tube Company is our major client. If that happened, we'll go bankrupt.
You don't believe me, do you? Well, just stay carried away. Enjoy your few remaining moments of being rich.
I don't believe a word a poor person says. It's really funny how poor people lie like that. Hey, what is this?
What's going on?
Like you said, Tube Company said they're going to terminate the contract.
Oh, that's a problem.
Huh? It is your fault?
I don't know. I told you in advance, didn't I?
So that means you did it. But how could a poor woman do that? You told something to the president. Damn it. The way you poor people do are too shitty. It's a horrible thing for poor people to be able to do anything just because they have nothing to lose.
Your words are more shitty than mine. I didn't say anything. Don't be rude. I didn't do anything, so will you stop making accusations?
Of course you've done something. There's no way my business partner would cut me off for no reason. Besides, you knew in advance that they were going to terminate. If you didn't do it, then who did it?
Let me tell you, my dad did it.
Your dad? Even your parents are poor, right? No way he could do it. How can a great tube company be moved by one poor person's story?
I never said they were poor. You just misunderstood. My dad is a great person. He has money.
Don't tell such an obvious lie. How can a great person live in such a shabby house? Rich people live in mansions.
Well, I haven't shown it to you yet, but he has a villa next city. We live in that old house because it's filled with our memories. And the reason we haven't renovated it is because there are some drawings which I drew on the wall when I was little. You can't buy memories, right? We've built a villa, but we mainly live in that house.
Are you sure about that? Then you asked your dad to tell something to Tube Company?
I mean, my dad is the managing director of that company. I told him about you since you judged us poor because the house was old and we broke off our engagement, and the fact that you were cheating. Then he goes, "Who's the boss? Who would do such a thing?" He was furious. When I told him the name of your company, we were surprised to find out that it was his business partner. He immediately terminated the contract.
Oh no. Tube Company is one of our biggest clients, accounting for 60% of our business. If they did that, our company would go bankrupt. Do you know what you've done? Your selfishness will make my company's employees suffer. Can you take the responsibility for that?
Why don't you say that to the mirror instead of me? It's all your fault. You deserve it. For making fun of me like that.
I'm so sorry. Can you ask your dad to stop the termination?
No, I can't because I'm poor. You said so yourself that a poor person's story won't move a great company.
Are you kidding me? I'll apologize for calling you a poor person. I understand you're angry, but you don't have to go this far.
No, you don't understand anything.
Rebecca, please. If I don't do something, my company will go bankrupt. I'm so sorry. So please, reconsider cutting off business with us.
If you insist so much, talk to my dad directly.
You must be Steve. I'm Rebecca's dad, David. Mr. David, I'm really sorry about what happened with Rebecca. I'm sorry I misunderstood and called you poor, and I'm sorry I cheated on her. Please forgive me and not terminate the business. Rebecca is right to be angry, but you don't have to take the anger into anything, especially to business matters. I understand that your daughter is important, but you don't have to go that far. Rebecca is right. You don't understand anything. Excuse me. I'm the one who is the most angry at you for making fun of that house. My wife was against me keeping it, but I selfishly kept it because it's a family memory. Of course, I'm upset that my precious daughter is being mocked, but more than that, I'm upset that you made fun of our family's precious memories. Neither I nor my daughter will ever forgive you. We will never do business with your company again. Sir, please forgive me. I'm sorry. I'll change my mind and do my best from now on.
He's so angry that he doesn't want to talk to you anymore. No matter how much you apologize, it's useless. So please don't contact me anymore. I'll block you. Good luck.
Give me a break. I'm sorry. Hey.
Steve's company was officially made to terminate its contract with Tube Company. And it seemed that the company were in the red and went bankrupt. When it turned out that the bankruptcy was Steve's fault, his parents and relatives broke off the relationship with him, and no one helped him. Also, he was dumped by his girlfriend because of the bankruptcy. Currently, he is living in a shabby apartment, and he is managing to make ends meet while working part-time for a meager salary. He seems to be experiencing himself the life of poverty that he used to make fun of.